In my last lesson, I gave you the anastrophe, and in this lesson, I'm giving you the anticlimax. A great example of anticlimax is, men, dogs, and houses all are dead. Hi there, I'm Edwin Palmer, and welcome to my Figures of Speech series. In this 9th lesson, I want us to learn everything we need to know about anticlimax, so that by the end of the lesson, you can name, describe, and write your own anticlimax. So, what is anticlimax? Anticlimax is when a specific point, expectations are raised, everything is built up, and then, suddenly, something boring or disappointing happens. An example is, the English poet Herrick expressed the same sentiment when he suggested that we should gather rosebuds while we may. Your elbow's in the butter, sir. There are 2 different types of anticlimax. Let's go over the first one. In the first type, words are arranged in order of descending importance, as in, for God, for country, and for Yale. He's seen the ravages of war. He's known natural catastrophes. He's been to single spars. Some examples of anticlimax are intended to be funny, like Woody Allen's, and some are funny without intending to be, like the Yale motto. Let's move on to the second type. In the second type of anticlimax, which is similar to but slightly different than the first, words are arranged in order of ascending importance, with a sudden shift at the end, back to the unimportant. As in, "Oh, poor Mr. Jones," mourned Mrs. Smith. "Did you hear what happened to him? He tripped at the top of the stairs, fell down the whole flight, banged his head, and died." "Died?" said Mrs. Robinson, shocked. "Died," repeated Mrs. Smith with emphasis. "Broke his glasses too." What effect does anticlimax have? Anticlimax generally has a comedic effect, since it subverts the listener's expectations by placing the least important thing at the end of the list, where they'd expect to hear the most important thing. As I said before, some examples of anticlimax are intended to be funny, and some are funny without intending to be. Does anticlimax express correct or incorrect language? Anticlimax expresses correct language, so you can use it as you see fit. Writers use anticlimax in all kinds of literature, from poetry to fiction to nonfiction. Let's practice. In a couple of seconds, I want you to pause the video so you can read the sentences I'm about to give you. I want you to tell me which sentences contain anticlimax. Here are the answers. You find anticlimax in sentence number 1, sentence number 3, and sentence number 4. All this useful info came from these websites. I've left these links below this video. And we're moving on. How do we write anticlimax? This is how I write anticlimax. I basically just use my imagination and write a sentence or a couple of sentences which follow the rules of anticlimax. Just remember that anticlimax requires a greater or lesser climax to precede it in order to have proper effect. This is what I wrote. Taking part in the lottery. I won a brand new car. A trip around the world. €1,000,000. And crayons. Yay! So that's how I do it. Now, if you love writing and want to practice your writing skills, I want you to challenge yourself by writing your own anticlimax below this video. I can't wait to read it. You can do it. By now, I'm sure you're able to name, describe, and write your own anticlimax. If you want YouTube to notify you that I've uploaded a new lesson in this series, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to watch this series from the start, you can do that by clicking on that link as soon as it appears on the screen. Next Friday, I'll be back with a new video in my series on intellectual giftedness and things related to it. Till then, I only want to say 3 things. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and bye for now.